Have you ever wondered what happens inside the kitchen or behind the counter? Let us explore this with our chefs here today. Chefs, welcome, first of all. Welcome to the Uncovered podcast. You know what? Let's get to know you all a little bit better. Let's start with you, Chef John.
I work as a chef consultant now. At the moment, I'm helping big restaurants, Chinese cuisine restaurants, or even Western entities to actually set up and consult and advise.
Do you have a main focus when it comes to cuisine? Like, what is your favorite to cook, perhaps?
Being the Chinese, obviously the Nanyang food and the Chinese food is still the main core. I'm also working as a chef, so my technique is actually a Western chef. I started from French.
I see. Chef Gary.
I'm mainly in the Japanese food, so throughout my life, since the early 1980s, I'm already in Japanese cuisine.
Wow. I'm sure there must be a very interesting reason as to why you dove into Japanese cuisine.
Well, it happened accidentally, actually. It was actually my first job after school. So when I stepped into the Japanese restaurant, the first thing, I just fell in love with it. The freshness of the food, the decoration, the presentation, they're all so beautiful. So from there onwards, I never stopped.
Lifelong passion after that lah.
That's right.
Chef Ilya, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I run Sudu, a private dining gig, but the cuisine that we do is modern Malay. Something that it's quite rare now. But it all started in MasterChef lah.
Yes.
But I joined MasterChef not because of the cooking. I wanted to be on TV.
Okay, right.
Wow.
Yeah, but there was a spark that changed, that pivoted the whole thing. And that was the guest chef who came on the show. He acknowledged that he loves Singapore because it's a melting pot of Chinese, Indian, and Southeast Asian. He didn't really specify Malay, so I got triggered, and it just came from there lah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about how your day begins. I know, Chef Gary, you alluded to the preparation, right? So some people might think, chef, that means you only work lunchtime and dinner time lah. Maybe Chef Gary, you can shed a bit of light on that. What time does your day start?
It depends. Well, if there's an order, we'll probably start like 7, 8 a.m. And besides doing the order, you have to do preparation for lunch. And after lunch, you have to do preparation for dinner. So it's a whole day affair. Probably will end up like almost like 10, 11, even midnight.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Then how do you get rest? How do you spend time with family, that kind of thing?
Wow.
Is it seasonal?
It is a part of the job. So I think if you want to be in this line, you have to be very passionate. Yeah.
Chef Ilya, I want to get your perspective on this as well.
Mine is slightly different because we're not as big as their restaurants. So I would start the day, like for example, there's a dinner tomorrow. I'll probably start today or maybe yesterday because some of the cooks will take a few days to cook. Yeah, I like pain like that lah. So, but on the day itself, I'll probably start in the morning, go to the market because I don't have any suppliers. So I'll go do everything myself lah. So I pack all everything lah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the procurement, I'm the sous chef, I'm the everything, dishwasher even.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I will also end after midnight. Because I don't want to pay people lah.
Right. Chef John, what about yourself?
As working as a consultant, I actually have to adapt with a lot of different inquiries, and also I need to go and do a lot of my research and things like that, like finding out big data, what are the things that are selling well in the market now, what are the things that's worth doing, not worth doing, and then also different season part of the year, I actually dealt with different things. Like normally the last quarter of the year, normally what we'll do is that I'm very fortunate from year 2013, I actually do movie as a food director. So the last movie I was involved with was actually Jack's new, the AI movie. I think working as a food director. So my job is actually to do the food styling and to make sure that it look good on screen.
That was not what I was expecting, by the way, but thank you so much because like I said, to the layman, I just go makan and then I forget about it, right? I think, chefs, they cook and that's it. But then there's so many more layers to this job, this realm as well.
During our times, I started working as a chef at somewhere around 1994, 95, and then those days are what we call the Yao culture, the chef school, really school. And then now is 2020 is what we call, you don't blame them, we call them, we believe ourselves as the line, a line or what we call a team. So literally, we take the load, the blame, and the rewards all as a team, kind of thing. So a little bit more like you have to sayang them lah.
I agree with him. Well, when we were trained to be a chef in the past, probably like 30 over years ago, when you don't do a thing that's well, you get knocked on the head. Your knife is not sharp, you get thrown all over the counter.
I remember very interestingly, my first day, I did my apprentice in France. So I worked for 3 Michelin star chefs like Alain Lucas, Raymond Blanc. So I remember the first day of work, the chef actually threw a shoe at me.
Wow.
Okay, and then you know what my shoe chef came and told me? So John, you're very lucky. The last person got a knife.
Oh my goodness.
And it's no joke. It's no joke. That actually will wake you up very much. So that culture is really very tense.
But do you think that this new generation, without this sort of training, without this sort of hard, tough love, I guess, what do you see in the future for the chef industry?
I want to embrace it in the sense whereby I think the younger chef also up and coming very strong actually. Because actually what they have is something that we don't have. You know, in terms of technology and knowledge actually. You know, my times during the 90s, seriously, we don't get to learn if the mentor don't teach you. And then the only way you can actually find out more techniques and ways is actually through books. You know, now YouTube, Google, you can have anything you want at your fingertip. You know, so it's a different era, I would say.
Chef Gary, have you come across any chefs, maybe younger chefs, who think they know it already because they graduated from YouTube University?
Well, the teaching nowadays is different. In the past, you can hit, you can kick somebody. But nowadays, if you do that, you probably get into a fight. Yeah. So the style is different. We have to teach them, we have to, you know, take care of them like a baby, tell them what to do. And I think they can accept. The teaching style is different. They can learn, they can...
Actually, now just yelling and scolding will get you, the first thing will get you is the next 2-3 days, right? MOM will call you for a coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
The younger ones I think will find the older ways a bit toxic.
Yeah. To get you cancelled.
But to be honest, I feel like you need a bit of tough love lah. Cannot always sayang lah.
Correct.
You know,
especially like I do Chinese cuisine and things like that, right? Most of them are actually secondary school levels or secondary not passed and things like that. So the lingo, the language, you know, plus the different dialects, it can get very tough actually.
Yeah. Sometimes when I peek into the kitchen, I just wonder because at home, when I'm trying to prepare a meal with my wife already, we start to fight because we're getting in each other's way. Oh, excuse me, no, what are you doing, my way? Why you chop so slow? You know, I can't imagine a full team of like 10 or 15, even more, right? So use words, just don't throw things lah. That's I think what we can settle on, right, in 2025.
Yeah.
use correct words.
Use correct words. Okay, there you go. Tough love, but no physical violence. I think we can all agree on that. Okay, do you ever get tired of making the same dish?
Oh no, tired of baking? No, tired of eating.
Oh, okay. What about you, Chef Gary?
Well, we never get tired of doing any dishes. They are all so nice, so proud to do it.
I think being a chef, right, we always say that a chef must have the passion and love for the work that you do and things like that. Actually, you can actually see it. You know, most of the guys that are good, they are at least at their job for at least what, I would say 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the road. And then to me, we just do it day in, day out. Okay, and then we understand the theory of the first plate to the last plate. It has to be the same. And then it's really, to a lot of common people, it seems to be easy. But it's never easy. Okay.
Never easy.
Yeah, to keep the standards, it's never easy.
There's a quote, and I'm going to butcher this quote, but it's something along the lines of, don't be afraid of the man who knows 1,000 punches. Be afraid of the man who knows one punch but has done it 1,000 times, or something like that.
Yes.
Right? Is that sort of a vibe. Okay, so we're talking about mastery, right? I want to get your guys' opinion about how long does it take, either in time, or perhaps it's something that clicks in your head where you tell yourself, okay, I have mastered this particular dish. Let's start with you, Chef Gary.
Well, to master a department, or rather a section, for example, like sushi, usually in the past, old master will say like you need 7 years.
Oh.
Well, but I think nowadays things goes faster. I think the younger ones are also smarter. So, you tell them about this, you be careful of this, they will learn, and probably they learn much faster. Yeah, probably like a year, 2 years, 3 years.
Do you guys believe in the 10,000 hours rule?
Yourself?
What's the sign? What is the sign? Chef John.
For me, right, I would say even to today, it's still a learning process for me, because there's so many cuisine, so many things that you can actually pick up from different cuisine, different techniques, different philosophy behind the food and things like that. Take for example, molecular. It really do change the whole dining sense, be it Western or Chinese or Malay or Japan and things like that. So to me, I would say what I actually really do believe is the foundation actually. The first 7 to 8 years, right? Literally, I clock something like I can actually start work 7 in the morning and end at 11. Close to 16 hours a day. I think that basic foundation makes what I am today, you know, to stand behind a wall, to stand behind a stove and all this thing. So for dishes, seriously, it's a continuous learning journey.
Right. Chef Ilya, what about yourself?
As chefs, we always pursue excellence or perfection, but we will never reach there.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about mastery, I think it's always a learning process, especially with now new gadgets, new technologies, like the different cuisines. Maybe, some of these chefs will have mastered it already lah. But in terms of just cooking itself, it takes...
It's never ending.
It's never
Keep
ending.
going.
It's a never-ending cycle. Yeah.
Talking about gadgets actually, because I love gadgets myself, right? In terms of like in the last couple of years, is there anything in your kitchen that has changed the game for you?
A lot.
One example has changed everything.
I'll give you two. One is a sous vide machine.
Oh, yes.
Helps me a lot. Second one is a ice cream machine.
Okay.
It's as good as a $10,000 one, but it's way cheaper. Anyone can make ice cream with that, but it's a game changer.
Right. Because a lot of cuisine sometimes can be very traditional, right?
Yeah.
In the way you prepare, in the tools that you use. So you would assume that not much needs to change. But has anything changed that really up your game?
Well, in the past, the way we shred radish is like you need to cut it into thin slice, then you need to cut with knife. But nowadays, we have machine that can do that. Those are very handy. It's really help us a lot. Cut down in the time.
For me, right, we use a lot of woks in our kitchens and things like that. So the old time woks are actually slightly more thinner, and then it burns, it get rust very easily. But with new technology, right now we have woks that actually have special coatings that we call nitrogen coating that actually allows you to get wok char faster, and also it doesn't rust.
Right.
So all this really have helped us in terms of food safety, making the food tastier and nicer.
So at any point, are you guys worried that, because we see robot baristas already, then isn't there somewhere in Singapore it's a robot that can, shake the wok, fry rice, right?
Yeah.
So at some point, is there like in the back of your mind, hey, one day this robot arm can slice the thing faster than me, can slice it more precise than me?
To me, I actually embrace it more.
Okay.
The reason is because a lot of people do not want to do kitchen work. So to me, it's like, if we use it correctly, right, it actually will really help us. Like one of the biggest things in our industry, right, is actually work injury. So if a robot can come in and things like that, I think it will help us to make sure that work injury doesn't come that often actually.
Chef Ilya, you feel like you want to jump in?
Yeah,
You're smiling.
I think in terms of technology, if it helps us to be more efficient, you will embrace it lah.
We embrace it.
But if a robot were to overtake the whole thing, we've seen barista machines fail, the pasta machines fail. But to overtake the whole cuisine or the whole dish, I would reject it.
Okay.
But in terms of like different parts or different stages that makes us more efficient, then I'll like it. Yeah.
I agree on the cutting part. The cutting part the machine really or robot can really help. But then there are stuff that you need a lot of fuel when you do cooking.
Correct.
That one probably robot will take a little bit more time.
Yes. So, and this one might be a bit deep, but what does food mean to you?
It's no longer about sustenance, but it's more about appreciating our roots and how we can elevate it or how to make it slightly different and more acceptable by many lah, not just our culture.
Food is a lingo, it's a language. Doesn't matter what race you are from, which country you are from. When you put a roast chicken on a round table with different races and people, right, they know that the fried chicken can be eaten. So to me, food is a very important language. Simple, but it's yet at the moment powerful.
Food to a lot of people is just to fill up the stomach, but to us, we take pride in the food that we make. Not only gonna be beautiful, nice, but it's gonna be tasty, healthy as well.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm super hungry now after this conversation. Once again, thank you so much, chefs, for spending your time here on the podcast today. Once again, we got Chef John, Chef Gary, and Chef Ilya. Really appreciate your time. Now, the next time you dine, remember the stories and especially the effort that have gone into each and every one of the dishes that you makan. And thank you so much for joining us here today on the podcast. Uncovered, we went behind the counter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.